Money Vikings, very interesting breaking news that I want to talk about in this episode. And it's the fact that there was just an executive order signed to create a United States sovereign wealth fund. I think this is very interesting news. And I wanted to sort of cover the basics of sovereign wealth funds, talk about why this could be a very good thing for the United States in the long run, and why this could be a very good thing for Bitcoin as well. So basically, let's start out with the fundamentals. What is a sovereign wealth fund? Well, it's basically, if you think about it, it's, you know how we each have our own personal investment portfolios of diversified assets such as stocks and bonds and real estate and maybe even some commodities exposure. Sometimes countries have their own portfolio of assets that spin off income. It's been traditionally more of a thing used by very oil-rich states, and basically their sovereign wealth fund might have its foundation in oil and gas revenues. But over time, those get diversified like any portfolio into where the capital will be the ideal risk-return ratio. So very interesting development on sovereign wealth fund for the United States. What could this do in the long run? So typically the tool of a sovereign wealth fund is just like sort of in our private lives. It's actually to balance out the booms and bust cycles. It can be used during strategic times when the country needs the use of the revenue and the assets, maybe during a recession to balance things out. But there's various reasons why you might have a sovereign wealth fund. I think in the United States, it could also be something that could underpin the value of the dollar as the world's reserve currency as well. Okay, so what does this all mean for you personally? Because we are a personal finance blog, personal finance channel. So we're talking about your sovereign wealth fund, your wealth building. That's our key focus. It's not we're not talking about politics or other types of things like that. So a couple of thoughts come to mind. I think that a sovereign wealth fund could help us mitigate the impacts of future recessions. So that's something to keep in mind in your planning. I think in general, it might lower individual risk on that front over time. I think that it may help the United States over the long run get its debt under control, which could impact your personal tax situation. So I think that's something to keep in mind. In the immediate term, it may bolster US stocks, and it may also be quite interesting if Bitcoin gets added to it. I mean, anything can be put in this portfolio that is an asset. Commodities can be put in, stocks, like I said, bonds, etc. Real estate can be put in a sovereign wealth fund. So very exciting. This will be very interesting. Do your own research into how this may impact things, but I will be watching this closely. And again, I think this might be a bullish signal for crypto and Bitcoin in particular, given the whole concept of a Bitcoin strategic reserve. I'm going to be watching how a Bitcoin strategic reserve concept commingles with this concept of a sovereign wealth fund. So just a quick take today, and please like, subscribe, comment. Love it. I love when you guys comment and throw in criticisms and questions. I take it all. It's not a problem. I like stress testing ideas, and I like to hear from people. So please do. I will respond the best I can. Take care. Bye.